sound like uh, psychedelic music from the 60s. It stopped. It stopped. Yes. Yes. Now would be a good time for Time Warner to lose my internet signal. All right. For some reason, I decided to listen to the comments on the YouTube. So I think that did me in trying to get on the picture here. So, all right. Yeah, I think I was on YouTube and I couldn't hear it on my speakers. So I don't have them on right now, but they were still being picked up somehow because I looked down there and there's the little volume sign for the speakers and it's like all the way full blast and I can't hear anything, but I guess you guys are listening to the craziest, most psychedelic shit in the world. Hey, look, there's a new chat in the let's see what happens here. This is the chat room at the website. I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that's on the website since we just got a new message. Let's see if the message is, I can see this being from Justin Hernandez saying get your shit together or something like that. Let's see. Where's it at? I might not be able to bring it over on this thing. Come on, I want to see what he said because I know he said something funny. Those are the guys on the website right now, but I won't be able to do it on this little thing right here. Crap. All right. So, all right, this is the website. This is the thing I did this morning, the HVAC community directory. And what I'm doing is I'm putting together sort of a map that will have all of us on it. And I'm going to move my comments up here. I have my phone showing my YouTube comments, so we'll do that so I can not look down. Get your shit together. That's right. I'm sure that was you, Hernandez. I can see it right now. Get your shit together, man. HVAC community directory. All right. HVAC pros from coast to coast. And what I'm doing is I'm putting us all on this map here. Anyone who wants to be on it, I've volunteered some people already. And you can see this is the map of the United States. I can't move it around like when I'm on the web. This is just linked up through the streaming software. And let me roll it down there again. Just have a few of the guys that I know already, some of the guys who have volunteered to be on here. You see this guy right here. Let's see, that's me, Working Joe Zach, and you can link over to the YouTube channel. So anybody whose YouTube channel you want to find, you can come over here and do that. I got a few other guys. We have, let's see, there's Billy Noth up there in New York, and guys like, I think this is Rob, RJ Dipple at Homeworks, and it'll link over to the YouTube channel so you can see all that stuff on there. This is one of the things I wanted to put together. This is going to replace the little directory I had before with just the names and the links. So you can come on here and, let's see, I see Justin's commenting down there. And the country of Florida. See, this is the winter line. See right here? This is the winter line. So anything below that, winter doesn't exist. This is where we get all there's no such thing as furnaces, people. They live right here in this area. They start here, and then they move here. And that's what happens all the way down to Florida. So if you guys want to be on the map or something you want to be part of, not only just for the HVAC community, I get a lot of people asking me, do you know of a guy somewhere in a list of places? Do you know of a guy like in South Carolina, in Chicago, Michigan? And I don't have a really good database for that sort of thing, but we get the question all the time. And if you want to be part of this so people can go online and see it, or I can tell people, or other people can tell people, just check out this link to this map and you can find somebody nearby. If you need some actual work done at your house, or if you're just trying to find different YouTube channels, you can see where the guys are from. Like, let's see here. There's Mr. Ameristar right there. So if you want to see what Chinese equipment looks like installed properly, you can go to this channel right here. It'll probably last longer than a train. And then I think I added, this is Chris. Yeah, Chris is over here. He wanted to be added to it. And guys, we have one from California right now. And we got, I think that's Junkie. Yeah, it's HVACR Junkie, which is a really good channel. And he has a lot of good stuff on his channel. This link didn't work for me. I don't know if he's watching or not. So I'll probably replace it with the YouTube link. Justin, you can't be in Alaska. It needs to be it needs to be accurate. I see he's in the comments saying Ameri shit. That's funny. We can put I like Curtis is up there. He says put me on the map. Curtis, you are already on the map, buddy. I thought of you already. So if you want to be on there, I see Ulysses on there, but email me at the end of the video. I'll put my email address up. Just email me about what information you want on there. I'm not going to put anybody's address, just your phone number, email, like your website. If you don't have a website, I can use your YouTube channel if you have one. So you can just do like that. If you want to be in Guadalcanal or wherever, Justin, that's fine. We can put, let's see, I'll get up there, hold on. So this is the Ameristar country right over here. You see it on the other side of the world. So we can put it wherever. That's pretty much it with that. It'll be more populated. You see, there's a good amount of stuff in there already. I just, I put up some of my buddies and stuff like that so far. But let's see who we have here. I know that's Chuck. So over there you have Chuck, and you can watch his stuff, and his stuff is great. So I just watched a bunch of Chuck's videos. Is there not a link to the map yet? I will actually share the link to the map. It's under the HVAC library on the website, and I'll show you that now. So you go onto the website, and you'll see HVAC library, and you'll see HVAC community directory, and then you'll have some of the data that we put up there so far from ICP, Carrier Bryant, and these are incomplete. They're being built all the time. And then we have other HVAC data here at the bottom. It's one of my favorite sections because you have some random stuff. Hey, look at that. That's supposed to be at the end of the video. So, but I don't think it'll let me click on it right now for some reason. But there's some of the other headings. We have the HVAC forums. We get a little bit more action on those. They were kind of slow to take off, but we're getting some more guys on there. We don't have anyone under the business administration yet. I should probably put something up there. Then we have a new one. I don't know if it'll let me see it. Let's see if I can bring it up or not. Yep. We have a new one for calculation for return air grill. It's a new guy named Supreme there. And he's asking, what calculation do you guys use for return air size grill in residential? And usually it's, CFM divided by 2 for square inches on a return filter grill. And it's a little bit different for a non-filter grill. I see it. SAD HV, you do see it. Okay, good. All right. Let's see what else we have up there. For a lot of you have already been on the website, so it's nothing new. We have the tool sections. I revamped it. We have this stuff here now. It's kind of holding a place. I'm going to have some more links up there. We'll have like where you can find the tools, if you want to purchase the tools, where you locate those, more information on them, like the stuff that I use. See a couple of them right there. The read I use when I'm troubleshooting, and there'll be some other stuff on there. I put a link to my meter, the SC57. Let's see what else. I'm going to read some comments. I think he's selling some iManifold stuff on the comments, but it's fine. We'll go back to the front here. And we have the service call brain teaser 2. And what it was is I did this morning where we're talking about a service call I went on where there were 0 volts between L1 and L2, but they were still picking up voltage with the non-contact volt sensor on the field piece, which is right here. Feel free to click on that and buy it. It's advertising dollars. Now, that's a good meter, but there's about 20 of them you can pick from. So we have this. Let me go down here to the comments. Where are they? Comments. There are 25 comments. I'll tell you the one. There were a lot of them that were really close. And I picked the one that was like dead on the money. Like Stan, he was pretty close here. We had a whole bunch of people with really close guesses. And some of them that, so close they could have been like qualified as correct. But I picked the one that was the exact account of what happened. And that was Paul Robinson here. It says bad breaker or burnt terminal at the breaker, and the one good leg is backfeeding to the bad leg, and that's exactly what happened. We had a breaker and it was burned on the back real bad. The panel's even damaged. I'm having them go out and check the panel like an electrician. I advised them to anyway. I had to replace the breaker. I installed a new breaker obviously, but before that it was letting through only one leg of power, but it was bleeding through into the other side of the breaker where you were getting this like double L1 signal. So you would actually have from L1 to L2 0 volts, or just a very small amount of voltage from the drop in the line. But when you went to ground, which is, I kind of left that part out. I wanted the people to kind of make a stretch and guess, see if they could get it right. But from L1 to ground, you still would have 120, or the theoretical L2 to ground, you would still have 120. But in between the two, you wouldn't, because they were from the same bar in the panel. So how I figured that out, I didn't get shocked or anything. I measured to ground, and that's why I figured it out. I traced it back to an outer panel outside the house. Don't be mad, Stan. Your answer was pretty close. I will give you one of my my prizes are somewhat like when you go trick or treating, and everybody's been used to this on YouTube. You go trick or treating, and you go up to the house, and you want like a Snickers bar or something like that. But you get like the candy with like the Halloween bag that's just random, no name shit. That's sort of what it's like to win prizes from me. You're gonna win a prize, but it's not like you're gonna win like a Milwaukee hammer drill or a Testo 570. You're gonna win some awesome stuff, no doubt, but maybe not quite that awesome. Justin's asked me, can I give away an iConnect? The only way I can afford to give away iConnect if I give away the one that was given to me. So that's probably not going to happen. Justin fell in love with the iConnect today. I guess it was today when he tried the app, which is pretty nice. We'll look at some of the other stuff up here. I think I showed you guys most of it. It's pretty simple. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. We have... There's just a little blog about how I, became Working Joe instead of Talon. And the video, which a lot of you guys have already seen. We streamed that last week. The iManifold Airflow Auto Estimation Update, they kind of changed the app to adapt to some of the conditions in the field so you don't get real erroneous readings. So it actually works really well. I am going to be testing a theory on a couple holes in that particular update that we're going to take a look at. I was talking to Jim Bergman about it. We're going to take a look at that. I'm going to test them out and see if we can't see if there's a modification that need to be made. I actually already filmed that video, but I'm going to refilm it because there's some steps I didn't take that I should have, as far as using the trending feature on the iConnect to sort of track how the superheat was going. So we're going to do that again, and that's going to be kind of stemming from an iConnect versus the DAFM3 challenge to see which one is accurate. So it's going to be real interesting. I already know the answer to the question, but you guys will have to tune in, obviously. I have to have that narrative hook so y'all watch the video. But it's very interesting how it comes down between the DAFM3 and the iConnect, because those are both tools that I trust very much, and I've used the DAFM3 for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. It's been a long time. So that's pretty much, and that'll be coming up soon. I have to refilm it, so, maybe over the next few days. I have a light day tomorrow. It's been kind of cooler here. This is the weekly tool giveaway. We have 14 comments on that so far, so there's a good chance you could win there, Stan, if you hop on that one. Because if you comment on that, you're going to win the... I can't remember what it's called. It's like a sliding wrench. I should know what it's called, but I don't. So... But that one ends tomorrow evening, and I'll have to pick a winner and announce that on Thursday, and we're going to start another one for the following Thursday. You see all these cool tools. If you can see the mouse on the screen, I don't know if you guys can. All these cool tools like this laser thermometer and the meter here in the picture. None of that cool shit is something y'all are going to win. It's going to be less than that, so don't get excited. A little stuff on load calculation. We're just going back in the post now, and you guys can review that if you want to. If there's anything that you don't see here that you'd like to see, just let me know. I mean, he's got stuff on the Pro channel because I have to pimp out my Pro channel as much as possible to drive people over there. And there's a couple examples. I put up a few videos because it is pay to watch the Pro channel. So a couple of the videos are sort of hopefully entice people that haven't subscribed to try it out. And let's see what else we have up here. The top HVAC videos of the week. Every week on, over the weekend. I did it on Friday and Saturday a couple times. And we have Mike put up a good video talking about Porch, which is a Lead Service versus Home Advisor, so that's a pretty good watch right there. TrueTech came out with a new thing that I actually haven't watched, but I know it's going to be good. That's why I put it up here, about confined space rules. Good old NorCal. He puts out good videos, and I can talk to him directly because I know he's in the chat somewhere. Good videos every week. He's one of the guys, and there's not a whole lot of them, especially here lately. I've noticed it's kind of dropped off a little bit. A whole lot of guys putting out videos on a weekly basis that are good, but he has some good stuff, and it kind of fills up some holes we've had in the community where we don't have any people releasing videos on refrigeration, some of the oddball stuff he works on. I just think it's great. Steve with his 50-year-old Beckett oil burner, he had to put that in there just because it's 50 years old. And then Brad, HVAC in South Carolina. So all those are great channels. Brad's he was gone for a long time, but he's back now. So a really good watch. Go back up to the top. I'll take a look at the comments in just a second, guys. I'm just going to run through all this stuff. The tool videos, I have Steven's new tool video for the Sporlan Smart tool, and it has a longer range. Me and Stan, we were talking about Field Piece earlier, and this is the JobLink video they have up now. I don't have very much experience with JobLink. I'm going to probably call Field Piece and talk to him a little bit about it. It should be, it's sort of that thing that, it could be it's the next closest thing to the iManifold or iConnect, and next closest doesn't exactly mean like it's right here and the iConnect's right here. It might mean that it's already lapped by the iConnect, so to speak, but it is possibly a very good tool and a good, I don't know, competitor for the iConnect, because there's no really any other one, so they're the only one I could see happening. John put up a new video about the let's see, Testo 745 non-contact voltage tester. He always does really great reviews. I talked to Dan from VivTech. We're going to use some of his reviews as they come out, because he always does a really good job too. I don't know if he's done one lately, but if he has one that I've missed, I'll put it up there because he does a really good job. All right, I'm going to stop it for 1 second so I can review some of the comments here. That's pretty much the entire website. See, y'all can look at the International Comfort Products data. Let's see here. I'm just reading some of the guys from the on my phone here. Oh, John's in the audience. Oh, that's good, man. We have Mike here talking about the Yellow Jacket Mantooth. I would like to get a hold of a Yellow Jacket Mantooth. It's almost like that fad has passed with the Bluetooth only gauges. It's almost like that novelty's over. I think actually, Stan, you called it a novelty earlier, which is exactly what it is, because if you can't walk but 10 feet, it is somewhat of a novelty, because you can almost just, see the display on the gauges from 10 feet away. And I think my Testo Smart Probes, once any sort of structure got in the way, it was pretty much like I might as well be standing next to them. Justin Hernandez, that's a great comment down there that says, "Don't read my comment." Of course you knew I was going to do that. Psychological mastermind. You knew exactly what I was going to do. I don't know where Henning and Rob are. Damn candy corn. That's right. Zach's prizes are like the shitty candy you get in Halloween, but at least you got something. We have. I see I have an email right here that HVAC in South Carolina has just uploaded a video reversing valve replacement. Let's see here if you can see that. His videos are very good. I remember he had a reversing valve replacement, he said, with a bad ending. That was a pretty good video too, because the machine had other problems that he didn't know about, because he wasn't the technician that worked on it before, as I recall. So, but that's about it, guys. You can see some of the examples of the data we have. As you get toward the bottom here, I got some of the older ones. We have the CH95 55s. Those are those old, like you see Heils, like the high efficiency 9000 and 7000. That's what those are. So just trying to get some older stuff in there, so if you're out in the field and you see some of that crap that there's no manual for anywhere nearby, you'll have some options. The American Standard and Train data I have so far, there's a lot of random stuff up there. There's just a regular air conditioner heat pump data, and then there's these precedent RTUs, which I don't really work on. The Nexia controller, which I think we've done I think I've done 2 or 3 of them. And Train Voyager, which I never work on. Train Voyager 12.5, 25 ton gas packs. Just some random stuff. You know, I figure random stuff is the best because it's the stuff no one can find. So I try to find some obscure stuff and bring it in here. We have our other data. Some stuff on Stay Bright. Stay Bright is the newest and greatest fad. You know, if you don't use Stay Bright, man, you're missing out. And let's see, we have a guide to brazing in Saudi. I think that's from Harris. I don't know if it's going to let us bring it up. In fact, I'm not going to try it in case I do some irreversible damage to my live stream. I'm bringing up my comments again here. Let's see. Got to get down to the bottom. And we have, let's see, a Brayburn zoning, which I've never used Brayburn zoning. Zone First I'm familiar with, and EWC. I have a copy of the psychometric chart I was using from before, so we can get into that again. That series is not over on the Pro channel. I got to thinking about some of the psychometric stuff, and again, I think me and Stan were talking about this, about you're talking about conditioning pounds of air instead of just a dry volume of air. So I want to get a little bit more studying done on my end before I make any more of those videos, because I think that I might be doing a disservice if I don't include some of that information. So I'm going to slow down and regroup. Refrigerant info here is, you know, it's all R32 stuff because I had that R32 video not too awful long ago. The ADP coil piston chart. A lot of us are looking for these piston charts when we go to the service calls and we're either taking out a TXV or we have the wrong size piston and we want to try to check it. That's sort of a guide. That's not going to be your exact piston because different SEER ratings have different pistons, but it'll give you a rough idea. A lot of information on, there's some Megger testing stuff, and there's one by Fluke, and then some more compressor stuff. I hear my phone's dinging. And then stuff on controls here. I use a lot of ICM. There's some training materials here too, not just about products, but you know, some training stuff. The controls fundamentals. Some of it's quite lengthy, so it's like the compressor stuff here, Copeland refrigeration manual, part 5 and part 2. It's pretty long stuff, but it's good information. Let's see here. I just had to read back on my comments here. So I've reached out to a couple companies. I'm trying to get some stuff to test here because that's sort of what this is about. I didn't really, like I was saying on the blog, I never really got into testing stuff for people, but I wanted to reach out and start doing that because that's sort of the direction I was heading in. And there's supposed to be some stuff coming from Testo, and I'm talking to people at Southwire Electrical Instruments, and hopefully one of those two will send something in. Looks like I have Mr. Shanklin has emailed me. You're going to be on the map, Shank. You're going to be on the map, buddy. It's like finally on the map. You know, we're going to talk to Field Piece here coming up and continue to work with the iConnect. So there's going to be a few different tool things. And I didn't really focus on tool stuff before. There's going to be a little bit more of that. The Pro channel, you're going to get a little bit more as far as the straight up teaching stuff and the service call episodes, which is pretty much just everything I run into the field. It's just like on the job training through the internet, basically. A lot of the young guys watch those, which I appreciate. And you never know what you're going to get into. I always have people ask me, will you do a video on this particular machine? And I really can't until I find that machine out there. But we're going to keep it up like that. And I'm going to continue to add stuff to the website as I get a chance. You know, there'll be more materials in that HVAC library. There'll be more people on the map, like Shank himself. Justin says Southwire has the best wire in the market. I think I bought Southwire wire from Lowe's, either Lowe's or Home Depot, and I have one of their voltage-only testers, which is to light up volts. It tells you 120, 24, 6, 48, or 240, or 208. So, yeah, as Justin said, I'm on the quest for free shit, and I'm going to see if I can get as much free shit as possible. So we're going to get free shit in, and we're going to give free shit away. So it's going to be, you know, the stuff I get in is going to be cooler than the stuff I send out, at least for right now. But hopefully as it grows, that'll grow as well. I went and bought a whole bunch of stuff I basically went and I found tools that, they had this tool aisle, then it has this big clearance sign. I was like, whoosh, and I got them all. So I'm stocked up for tool giveaways until Christmas or later. So, but as the website grows, as the channel gets back going, because it was kind of shut down for a while, we'll get better and better stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy the website. I hope you get something out of it. If you will, take a look into the forums. The forum is the part that's been lagging the most on the website. Just people getting into that same forum mentality. The whole website's so interactive and YouTube based, and then we have these forums. But I want people to be able to go in there and sort of say, I have this problem. Will you guys help me? You can do it on the chat too, but the forum is a good way to do it. You can put pictures on the forum. I raised the size of pictures you can put in because people were having trouble with it. And I think it's 2 megabytes now worth of pictures. All the pictures have to be hosted by the web host, so the larger they get, the more difficult it is. So I kept it relatively small, but I do want you guys to use it as much as possible. Anytime you need something as far as asking other techs, feel free to go on there and use it. It doesn't matter if you suck at writing in forums, Justin. You did fine. You've got as many posts on there as anyone else. So, and I appreciate that, because I know guys are going on there to support the forum, not necessarily because they would naturally just do it. They're going on to support it, and I realize that, and I thank you for that, and I hope you continue to do so, because after a while I think it's going to start getting traction, and it'll eventually take off to where I would like to see it. Otherwise, anything you guys need, just let me know. If you want to, again, be part of the map, I will put the email address up at the end of this video, which is rapidly approaching. I really like the fact you guys tuned in tonight. It looks like we have, let me see if I can add up the viewers. It flashes so quick. We have 32 viewers, so I appreciate all you coming. I'll do this again. I'll try to give you a little bit more warning. We're going to try to keep somewhat of a schedule with the stuff that we do. Mike is doing the hangout this weekend, so there won't be any Friday night thing. I may do another Pro Channel hangout. I know Curtis wanted to talk on a Pro Channel hangout, so I do want to do another one of those. Maybe Saturday night. I don't know if Stephen Raridan's doing one. He didn't do one last weekend, so I don't know if that was just a one-time or two-time thing. Maybe I'll do it before Mike's like we used to do them from 8 to 9. The only problem with that is a lot of the West Coast guys get left out of that, and I didn't want to have that happen, but if that's the only time we got, we might do it then. We could talk about whatever. The Pro Channel is really, it's nice to have the hangouts on there because we don't have to worry about homeowners and potential customers seeing it, because it's just basically all pros watching. So it works out very well. So that'll occur, and once Mike's done with his hangout and he's waiting for his next monthly hangout, I'll continue to do the live streams at 10 o'clock on Friday. We might do some like this in the middle of the week if something comes up. Otherwise, the Pro Channel videos come out typically on Saturday morning and Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning when you get your episode. There's another episode coming out next week, which will be episode 17, part 3. And then that one will be over, and I'm practically done filming episode 18, and I'll be able to break that up into a few different pieces and release that following that. So other than that, that's about it, guys. I'll try to, schedule things accordingly so you know when things are happening. Otherwise, I really appreciate you joining me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I always wonder before I do these things, it's almost like nerves. It's like, I hope I have something to talk about that's going to be worthwhile. And here it is 35 minutes later, and evidently I've talked this whole time, so it must have worked out okay. And there's still people here watching, so it's a miracle. But I appreciate you guys coming. I'll see you again soon, maybe Friday, if not sooner. And we'll announce the winner to the tool deal on Thursday morning in the post. And let's see if I can find, I gotta find dude's name. I know it's Paul, the guy who won. I gotta look it up again in case he's not watching. Maybe he is watching. Let's see. I'm gonna find your name, Paul. Where you at? There he is. And the winner was, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Paul Robinson. If you're out there, you know what? Just send me your information and I'll send you a tool. If not, I'll announce it again, probably on Thursday morning, so he'll know. So thanks, guys. I'll see you on next time. Again, thanks for joining me. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate you giving me your support through all this stuff as I start the new website.